Peace and blessings, everybody. Thank you for joining me again on my YouTube channel. Today, I'm coming with a real quick message. I basically just wanted to get this off my chest for anybody that can use this message, this memo, this tip, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so basically, I just wanted to talk about this spiritual journey that we're all on. And I wanted to talk about energy levels while you're on this spiritual journey. I feel like a lot of us, we have certain desires, certain things that we want to accomplish in life, certain long-term goals, certain short-term goals that they don't really have anything to do with the mundane world, like going to work 9 to 5 every day, or even going to school. Uh, the mundane task, I'm not really talking about that. I'm talking more of the spiritual tasks that you try to do, getting closer with God, doing the shadow work within, getting over certain emotional traumas that you may have going on, creating a career that supports your spiritual viewpoints. Um, I'm talking about things of that nature. When you're building a career, or you're starting your spiritual journey, or you're healing from certain spiritual or certain experiences that you've had in life, those are the things that I'm talking about right now. And what I want to tell everybody is that there are times where I think on this journey that it gets challenging, and there are times where you may feel like giving up. And for those people that feel that right now, I want to tell you that you're not alone. I've felt that before. And for those who have felt that before and they're on the opposite end of that, you can really feel what I'm about to say. Um, there's a certain strategy that you can use, that you should utilize when you're going through your spiritual journey. And I'm saying, if you're healing, you're building, you're growing, you're maturing, whatever it is, there's a strategy that I use that can really help you. And I think a lot of other people that are on their spiritual journey use it too. But I'm speaking more so for me and just getting it out there for whoever. And we have four bodies. We have the physical body, we have the emotional body, we have the spiritual body, and we have the mental body. Look those bodies up. We have more than that, but those are the main four that I'm going to touch on. Um, and me right now, I'm building, I'm creating the reality that I want to experience, and I'm doing that through a lot of experiences that I've had, and I'm combining it with my physical reality. So the things that I imagine in my brain and the things that I'm wanting to experience, I'm finding ways to make that manifest in the physical world by doing various miscellaneous things. Um, but some days it's hard. Some days I don't feel like doing XYZ um, in order to get to my goal. Or what I'm trying to say is, like, some days my energy levels are different, all right, and they shift. And some days I may not physically feel like getting up and shit. Let me think of an example. I don't know why I gotta think of an example, like I don't go through this a lot, but some days I may not feel like getting up and going over here to take care of this project that I know will help me long term. Or some days I may not physically feel like getting up and working out and getting that body that I desire. Or some days I may not physically feel like eating correctly so that I don't go through certain issues with my stomach, or anything you can think of. There's some days where you physically may not feel like doing that. When it comes to your spiritual journey, though, you don't have to always go about it in the same way. I think a lot of people beat themselves up because they look at other people and they're like, dang, this person has this and this person has that. Somebody's calling me. Hold on, y'all. But they're like, this person has this person has that. First things first, you can't compare yourself to anybody. And then be gentle with yourself. Have more compassion for yourself. You don't have to necessarily do like we've been taught and get up every day and slave towards your dreams, or go work extra strenuous laboring hours to support your dreams. I don't think that's what the universe had in mind when it was like follow your dreams. There are going to be some days where you do have to work hard and you will have to put in those hours and you will have to put in that labor to get what you want. And then there are going to be some days where you may not feel like that. And on them days, switch to that other part of your body. It's your mental part. Switch to the mental body. You know, the mental body tells you that you can learn something today that can help you get towards your goal. You can put in some work to learn how to fix this in order to get there, or put in some work to learn better things to eat so that you don't have to go through that can make it easier for you to eat those things, or look into better ways to exercise at home, or ways that are fun, maybe through dancing. But switch the body. You don't have to be physically doing something, but you can do something now more mentally that can also benefit your goal. If you don't feel like doing no research, or anything mental, you want to get out of your head, and you also don't feel like doing anything physical, switch to the emotional body. The emotional body deals with your emotions and your feelings. Maybe you don't feel like doing any of that hard labor or all of that hard thinking, but you just want to relax. You just want to lay in bed a little more. And that's going to help your emotional body get what it needs for the day, so you can get back to that labor or get back to that research. Take yourself out to eat. Do something that's gonna help you emotionally that day if you don't feel like doing anything mentally or physically. Let's say you don't even feel like doing anything physically, mentally, or emotionally. You also have a spiritual body. The spiritual body tells you can pray, you can meditate, read the word, tap into that God energy you have in you that can also help fulfill you mentally, physically, and emotionally. And notice all these bodies are connected, so they all work simultaneously. I think we just get so trapped into this matrix way of doing things, and we think that we have to always be actively doing something towards it. Now, don't get me wrong. Faith without works is dead. So working towards something and putting in that action is very, very key. I think a lot of us we can hope for something and then we don't work towards it in any type of way, and then we look crazy because we're like, we never got it, but you didn't put in any work. Okay? And to act on something is more than just physical. You can act on something by researching. You can act on something by healing. You can act on something by praying, meditating. Okay? So that was really my spiel. I really wanted to get that out there because I hit a moment and I wanted to share that with everybody on my channel for now. I love you guys. Take care.